G'day, welcome back to Dad vs Son, and we're going on again with Combat Commander Europe. We are going to play Tournament Battle Pack number 10, Barbarossa Unleashed by Brian Collars again. Again, thank you very much, Brian. I'm enjoying these scenarios of yours. So we have left the sunny climes of Crete and the Mediterranean, and now we're heading into Russia. So we're on the outskirts of Minsk, Belarusia, June 1941. All is not quiet on the Eastern Front. So let's have a look over here. So as you can see, as we said, it's 1941. Victory point marker is on 0. It's a 0-5 for sudden death. Both lots of troops are line and have 3 orders per go. Both are recon as well. The Allies have the initiative to start with, and the open objectives are V, W, and X. There are no hidden ones. So V means that if you hold all of the objectives at sudden death, you win. W is double exit points, and X is double elimination points. So, this is a real bloodfest. The Axis do not control anything to start with, but the Russians, the Allies, control Objective 1. The Allies and the Axis both set up at the same time. Supposedly it's a blind setup, and they're both 4 hexes deep from their side of the map. As per usual, the Germans are coming in from the west and the Russians are coming in from the east. Surrender is 7 for Axis and 9 for the Russians, and the first turn at the moment is the Axis. Righto, so this is what I've done. This is the German setup, and this is the Russian setup. So objective 1 is up here, that the Russians own, and then we have the objectives 2, 3, 4, and 5. So as you can see, it's a bit of a mix. So both sides are reconning towards each other. So it's going to be a meeting engagement. So the Russians started with 3 leaders. They've got Sergeant Denikin, Corporal Denikin, who is a range 1. Sergeant Kovalev, who is a range 2. And Corporal Krylov, who is a range 1. So what I've done is I've put Krylov down here with 3 rifle squads and an LMG. And his primary role to start with is to move forward and take control of Objective 2. And either then stay there and hold it and get some of his troops to scoot around the side here and get off the map. We have Sergeant Kovalov here with a minimum of 1, 2, 3, 4 rifle squads and a medium machine gun. And what I'd like to do is get them into here, but I don't think they're going to make it in time. So at least get them into here to Objective 5, so with the medium machine gun they can shoot down this way. And then Corporal Danikin, who will start out with one rifle squad, 2 militia squads, and a weapons team with a LMG. Their job is to get over into this area and help to protect our right flank from the Germans, and again get people off the board. The Germans started with 2 leaders. Poor old Lieutenant Schrader is back again. This poor bloke, he has been in the wars for sure. He's been in France, he's been in Belgium, I think he's been in the Middle East. He's been everywhere, the poor bugger. So he's back, and at the moment I've set him up with 1, 2, 3 line rifle squads, 1 line team, an LMG and a satchel charge. And their job is to get into here if they can and then root out all these buggers. Up here we have Sergeant Esser, who has got 1, 2, 3, 4 rifle squads as well, a line team, 2 LMGs and a satchel charge again, and their job is to again sweep through and get rid of the Russian presence. So that's it. Special rules. So, intelligence probe. Prior to setup, the allied player shuffles his fate deck, reveals the top card. If the white die is even, the allied player must give the initiative to the Axis, but gets to take the first turn. So what I've done is I've set up first. That way I don't know who's got the initiative. Righto. Here we go for the draw, and the white die is even. So the allied player must give initiative to the Axis. So the initiative goes over, but now the allies have the first turn. And that's it. So 5 cards each. Russians, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the Germans, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm not sure what was best there. I think this is the sort of game where having the first turn could be crucial to start with. But the initiative with the amount of cover and hindrance and everything else in here is going to be pretty damned important as well. Okay, Russians. Here we go. They have, of course, command confusion to start with. They have a move, which is very handy, a move, which is very handy, a fire, which is wonderful, and a move. Right. Okay, so the first thing they is going to do is move. And they're going to activate Corporal Krylov here and move his people. So we will move Krylov and his mob all in 1. So they will go a 1, jump for 2, into the house 434. And there is no line of sight to anybody. That gives objective 2 to the Russians at the moment. Okay. So they went 1, 2, 3, 4. They have 1 more they can move if they wish. Okay, so they could move up into this orchard, and then that gives them fire across to here if they want. But I think we're going to stay there for the time being. This guy is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 into here. And this guy is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 into here. Now, he's the only one that may have some sort of... No. Nothing. Good. So they're set. Fat, dumb and happy, ready to go. Then we're going to do our second move order. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to activate Corporal Denikin up here. And they are all going to move in 1 hit. So all 3 of them here are going to go 0, 1, 2, and then they're going to go, which one? He's going to go there, 3, 4. With him, and the Corporal, and this guy is going to go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. He's only got 3. Hang on a tick. I'm forgetting about the Russians, militia. Sorry, let me just do that again. So yes, they both have 4, so that gives them 5 with him. Okay. So they go, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 into there. Yes. No, into there. Yeah, I'm a dickhead. Sorry. I'm being a bit stupid at the moment. And this guy goes 0, 1, 2, 3. And this guy goes 2, 3, 2, 3 to there. He's going to go 2 to there. And that's where he's going to stop at the moment. And then our third move is going to be for Sergeant Krylov here. And him and his machine gun, they've got plenty of moves. They've got 4 are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 into here like this. And this guy's going to go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that a good move? I don't think so. He's going to go 2, 4. He's going to go 2, 4. He's going to go 1, 2, 3. And everybody is still in command radius. Okay, so that's it for the Russians. Sorry about that. Just having a SPAC attack. So 3 cards for the Russians, and now we are over to the Germans. And they have a move, a artillery, a rout, a recover, and a command confusion. So they're off to a bad start. Okay, so what do they want to do? So they could move. I'm just thinking maybe I get these guys moving. At least up into sort of this area here. Okay, let's have a look here. If I get them to here, then there is a line of sight from that rifle to there. There is not from that rifle. So this is the only bloke who could shoot at the moment to there. Okay. So do we move or do we stay? We need to take at least one objective to stop the Russians from getting them all. Okay? Because the Russians now have 1, 2, and 5. Okay, I think we're going to have to try and zap up here to get objective 3 to start with. So we're going to move. We're going to activate Lieutenant Schrader. So his mob here can move 4, 5. Yep, so they can move 5. So again, they're going to move as a group, and they're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 into here, all together, like that. At which time the medium machine gun with Sergeant Kovalev here, has the ability to shoot at them. So the Russians have 1 fire, move, command, confusion, rout. Okay. So do they want to fire at the moment? If they fire, he's got a range of 3 plus 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, so they're in range. Then I could realistically fire for 8, 9 into there, without anything else. And that's not a bad go, in all honesty. I think we've got to. Okay, so the Russians are going to fire, opportunity fire. Sergeant Kovalev has been activated, so that basically activates everybody through here, except of course for the corporal. So whoever can see can shoot for movement for this move order. So we have 8, 9 into here, plus 6 is 15. And we have a sniper hitting at N2, which is way over the back of beyond and doesn't affect anybody. Okay, so the first one here is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And 6 is 17, so he's safe. And then again, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And 5 is 16, which is just safe. And 12 and 10 is wonderful. Okay. Then this guy's going to move, and he's going to go 1, 2, 3. Okay. The only person that could see him is this guy, and he is outside of Sergeant Kovalev's command radius, and I don't have another fire card to use. So he's not going to do anything. And then this guy's going to go 2 to here. And nobody has a line of sight to him. And then he's going to go 2 to here, which is 4. And he can't go any further. And nobody has a line of sight to him either, because of the hedges. Righto. So the Germans have done one order. I'll get rid of this Russian card. So they have a recover, a rout, an artillery request, and a command confusion. So that's the end of their turn. So they get one card back. Okay, we're back to the Russians, who have a command confusion, a rout, and a move. Okay. At this time, I would have to say that I need to get rid of these cards because I need some fires and so forth. So I'm going to get rid of 3 cards. Oh, hang on, Russians. Yes, I can get rid of 3 cards for the Russians. 1 and get 4 back. And we're back over to the Germans, who have recover, rout, command confusion, artillery request, and a move. So again, do I want them to move? And I do, but I think I need to get rid of some cards to start with because they don't have a fire card at all. So I'm going to get rid of these, as much as I'd like to keep the dig in. And I'm going to get rid of this as well. And they're going to get 3 fresh cards. 1, 2, 3. So they have a move, a recover, and 3 fresh cards. The Russians have a move and a recover, a useless card, and a useless card because there are no defenders. So these do absolutely nothing. So, of course, that's the 3 I'm going to get rid of. Get 1, 2, 3. Okay, Germans have a recover, a move, a recover, and an advance. Nothing to fire with again. Right. So I think what they're going to do is be a little bit cheeky, and they're going to play the advance. And to do that, what they're going to do is they're going to activate Lieutenant Schrader and his little party of hooligans here. And they are going to do what? What do they want to do? Let's make it difficult for the Russians. Yeah, so these three are going to advance into here. This guy is going to advance into here. And this guy is going to stay there for the time being. So that gives the Germans control of 3 and 4. Okay, so nobody has control of everything. So from a German point of view, at the moment, they're winning the game because nobody gets points for the sudden death win at the moment. Nobody has got anybody off the board and nobody has been eliminated. And they hold the initiative. So they are happy. So if the Russians want to get the sudden death win, they need to take this, which is a fair nut to sort of crack. Okay, so what else do the Germans want to do? They have 3 recovers and a move. So I think what they're going to do is put a bit of pressure on the Russians again, and we're going to move. And we're going to activate Sergeant Esser up here, and we're going to try and get around this right flank of the Russians, which is then going to hopefully draw them out slightly. So they have no line of sight over into here. So this is the first one that's going to move, and he's going to go 2, and then he's going to go 3, and that's as far as he can go. And this guy's going to go 1, 2, 3, and he's going to stop there. And these ones are going to move together. And they're going to move into here, which would be 1. Now, if they move into there, is there any line of sight from anything? And there is not. So they go into there to start with for 1. Okay. Now, if they go there, there is no line of sight. If they go there, there is a line of sight. But I think we can do that. Yes, we can. So we'll all move into there, like that. So that's 1, that's 2. And now Corporal Daniken and these troops here can see straight across to there. Do they have a fire? Rout, advance, advance. They do not. They have 2 advance, a rout, a move, and a recover. So these gentlemen here have gone 1, have gone 2. They have a minimum move of 6 because of this guy. So they're going to go again. So 3, 4 to here. And they're going to stop there. And now this guy is going to go 2, 3. No, he's not, because otherwise he's routed. He's going to go 2, 3, 4 to there. Right. So the Germans are finished. Oops. I'm going to put them with the German cards, not the Russian cards. 2 cards for the Germans. So they've got 3 recovers and 2 unknowns. And the Russians have 2 advances, a move, a recover, and a rout. Okay. So advances. Okay, so the first thing they're going to do is actually going to use a move. And this is just to peeve the Germans. So this little man here, who can move for 4, is going to go 2, 4, like that. So he's starting his run home, okay? And there is no line of sight to him. Next thing we have is we are going to what are we going to? Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to use this advance, and we're going to activate Sergeant Kovalev. So, with saying that, anybody within his 2 radius could advance. So this guy here could get awfully caught out in the open, couldn't he? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to move Sergeant Kovalev and his machine gun to there. We're going to move this rifle to here. This militia will come down 1. This rifle will move to here. This rifle will move to here, like that. So we're just doing a little creep forward. So we have a recover, an advance, and a route left. We cannot use the recover, which is good. We have nobody to route, which is okay. We have 1 more advance. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to use this other advance, and I'm simply going to, well, in fact, do I need to? Let's look at this bloke I could move from that advance. So I'm going to advance him up into there. So then I've got these firing into this area or into here as required. And that will do. I don't need to do any more. So 2 cards for the Russians. And we will do the Germans, and then we'll take a break there. So 3 recovers for the Germans, an advance and a move. Righto, an advance and a move. So I could advance them into here. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use this move. And I'm actually going to move this rifle here, and he is going to go 2, 3, 4, like that. So he's coming back around to try and block this bloke from getting away, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to advance, and we're going to advance with Lieutenant Schrader and his mob here. So they're going to come forward to here like that. Okay? So they still have this wonderful protection. He'll come forward to here. So they've still got to get past these to get into here. Okay? And that is that for the Germans. They get 2 cards, and we will stop there. That's half an hour. I think that's enough. Okay, so, yeah, it's starting to turn a little bit. As usual for this scenario, this is going to hinge A lot of it's going to hinge on this. So we'll see what happens. So thank you again for watching. Please let me know what you think about how we are going. And when we come back, we'll have a look at the Russian turn. Righto. Bye for now. Catch you later.